every time in my life. He knows what happened. I know what happened. And there's only one of us telling the truth.
Only one of us telling the truth. Prince Andrew accuser Virginia Roberts Giuffre speaking out in her first UK interview, scheduled to air today, right now actually, slamming the Duke of York's, quote, ridiculous excuses while doubling down on explosive allegations. Of course, it's another bad black eye for the disgraced royal. Here now to talk about the possible ramifications, attorney Whitney Boan. Whitney, thanks for joining us. I mean, could this be more disastrous than that terrible interview he gave where he really didn't excuse his behavior?
No, that interview was a lawyer's nightmare, but I'm sure an even bigger nightmare for the royal family in Britain because, my goodness, I just think that he completely failed to give any meaningful explanation for her version of what occurred, but also he made statements that just sounded so ridiculous and so demeaning in terms of what allegedly occurred here. They were not believable.
All right, Whitney, so how could this play out? The FBI, if they want to talk to Prince Andrew, could they go to the UK or have someone in the UK do it for them? How does jurisdiction work here?
Well, I think it's probably more of a situation where they can make the request and then they're going to have to go through the proper channels to try to arrange for that to happen. I would imagine from the royal family's perspective, it would be pretty wise for him to cooperate at this point. I can't imagine that they would not have him cooperate. But, of course, jurisdictionally, there would be some hoop jumping. There's some treaties that exist between the United States and England. And so I would assume that they would honor that. But still, it would have to go through those channels.
Could charges be brought? The FBI maybe wants to talk to the Duke of York. But if these allegations become more widespread, more people come forward, could there be a scenario where he could be charged?
Certainly. I mean, in terms of jurisdiction to be able to charge him, the United States can charge anybody they want to. It's a matter of whether or not they can get that person to court in order to actually prosecute them. That's a separate issue. But yes, I could see how if they found evidence that would support his being charged in, let's say, a conspiracy to commit human trafficking or specifically sex trafficking, that would have to fit within a statute of limitations, obviously, where the conspiracy would have to fall within a certain period of time as a beginning date and an end date in order for them to take that prosecution forward past a grand jury. But in theory, yes, he could be prosecuted. Wow.
We'll have to continue to follow it. Whitney Boan. Whitney, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.